I'm going to give you an unboxing of the VKB Gladiator NXTs, and we're starting right now. Thank you so much to all of the channel supporters. What's up, everybody? This is Subliminal here with Subliminals TV, and today I have a very special video for you guys. I recently received this pair of Gladiator NXTs from VKB for review. Now, this is not a review, this is just an unboxing. That will come in a couple weeks after I get some flight time with these in first. The purpose of this video is to give you an overview of who these sticks might be for, show you what comes in the box, give you my idea of the initial build quality and setup process, and for you Star Citizen viewers, a rundown of what future content may look like for these sticks. So who are these sticks for? Let's start out with the price. The price of the Gladiator NXTs will run you about $120 US per stick. And if you want to go for the premiums, and we'll get into what exactly that means once we start the unboxing, then that will run you about 150 bucks. Where these fall in line with other sticks is, let's start out with the T16000Ms. Now, I've owned the T16000Ms for a couple, maybe a few years now, and they're great sticks. I haven't had any issues with them at all. And completely don't regret that purchase decision at all. The MSRP on those runs you about $69 a piece, and great entry-level sticks for Star Citizen or any type of space sim that you choose. The problem is that those are going for on Amazon right now for like a double pack for like $270 something. Just the supply and demand is off on it, as well as other things. So I do not recommend purchasing those, just as a side note, for any more than the MSRP of $69 a piece, because then you might as well just start looking at getting something a little bit more premium like this. Now, above this tier, you have the Referral Constellation Alphas and the VKB Gunfighter Space Combat Premiums, or the non-premiums. Those are going to run you anywhere between $800 to $1,000, or could be even more depending on what type of other things you want to add to it, like desk mounts, chair mounts, all that type of stuff. All right, boys, let's get to the unboxing. All right, so I got my little trusty, I don't know, Swiss Army knife here. Probably should invest in like a really cool knife or something, like maybe a machete. Right? If I'm gonna be doing unboxings, I gotta have like a special, like iconic blade, right? All right, so we're gonna open up the first one of these. Let me set these off to the side. If I didn't mention before, they come in a left and a right-handed kind of deal. Okay, I was wondering if this box was gonna be this box looks OEM. I was wondering if they sent me an OEM packaging for it, or if they actually would send me the retail packaging. So this is actually the retail packaging. This was sitting on a store shelf. That's what these would look like. Let's go ahead and... All right. I'm really excited for this. So basically we got the right side premium grip, and we have the base module. Pretty dope. Taking a look at the box, we got 32-bit ARM, contactless magnetic sensor, intelligent controller, best for tabletop use, no drivers, which is pretty cool, and UCM ready, which just based on the image looks like it's ready to be put on a base. And then of course we got the Cosmosema grip. Now what's cool about the Cosmosema grip is there's no difference between the premium grip on the NXTs and the premium grip on the gunfighters, the more expensive ones that we talked about earlier. So that is that's really cool that this stick is the same thing. And I think at some point there may be an option to actually upgrade these and take off this stick and put it on the gunfighters. Okay, this feels good. I would say that my hands are medium sized, maybe large. Sticks look good. Now the difference between the premium and the base model is going to be this secondary trigger here. Okay, And the hat switch, so this secondary trigger won't be on the base models. And this hat switch is different. I think it's just a button on the base model. But it's pretty cool. You've got a pinky button here. You got a hat switch. It looks like it's 4-way. Could possibly be 8-way. I'm not sure. I'll talk about that more in the review. You got this secondary trigger. You've got the main trigger. Okay. I really like the feeling of this trigger. This one doesn't really feel quite as satisfying, but you know, it's fine. And then of course up here, you got a button. You got a 4-way hat. You've got another 4-way hat, looks like, and you've got a joystick here. And I believe 1, maybe 2 of these can actually be swapped out. You can actually open this up and swap it out. That may be some of the stuff that we got here in the bag. So that is everything that comes in the box for the grip, other than the then this baggie here. Let's take a look at what we got in the bag. Now, what's awesome about these is you can kind of customize the sticks mechanically with their springs. So we've got 20-pound springs. We've got 10-pound springs. We've got the SCG right piece C1 button. So what this does, I think, is you can swap out this hat switch here for the button that would come on the base. Okay. Comes with a little screwdriver. Pretty cool. Comes with, what would this be here? I'm not 100% sure. I think this is to help you pull out the springs. I hope I'm bringing all this stuff close enough to the camera for you guys. And then we've got another hat switch here. Looks like I got something stuck under the sticker there. Something else, I guess, to pull out springs. A1 hat switch. Okay. Then we've got the C1 button. You can't really see what's in there, but there's a button. You got your 10-pound springs, 20-pound springs. You got some screws here. Probably one of those screws is to lock the base. And then we've got 30-pound springs. Another thing that I have no idea what it is, but I guess I'll find out if I decide to make any modifications to it. Honestly, I think that these premiums are fine just the way they are. I don't plan on changing out anything, maybe possibly the springs, but we'll have to see. We got a quick installation guide here. I'll get into that live on stream later on today. Let's go ahead and put all this back into the box here. This looks like shrink wrap here. So now we're going on to the base. We got some shrink wrap, a small screwdriver, some screws. We've got a USB 2.0 cable. Looks like this same one that you would find in a printer cable. All right, boys, and here is the base. Okay, and I don't believe that there's anything else. Oh yes, the base plate's down here. Ooh, that's nice, boys. Okay, hold on. All right, so USB cable. This is the base plate. This feels like steel right there. I mean, you can hear that hit the table. It's pretty heavy. Nice. It's got rubber feet at the bottom, so it doesn't wobble on you. And here's a look at the springs, probably these things that people call cams. This has a more plastic construction. The premium ones has actually an all metal construction. Let's just kind of get the feel for, ooh, okay. So it's got radio buttons. Is that what they call these? I forget what they call these buttons that just roll in one direction. They don't have a stop to them. You got 2 of those. This one on the left feels like it's tighter. I wonder if you can change the tolerance on that. You got the F2, F1, and F3 buttons. Pretty cool. Feels a lot more premium than the T16000s. But I'm assuming that nowhere near as premium as the gunfighters. All right, so that's the base there. Let's go ahead and open up. Actually, no, we're not going to open up the next box yet. I'm going to go ahead and start assembling these. Let's get the quick start guide out here. I'm probably going to skip through a lot of this. Okay, so it looks like this shrink wrap here, which maybe it's not shrink wrap. Wait, how is that going to get to that hole at the bottom? I can get that through there, but oh, maybe this is temporary. Oh, okay. That's to help you guide it through. Okay, so put this sleeve on there. I don't think it's heat wrap, like I said. It's just to help you push this through without damaging it, I think, without damaging the cable. Okay, so there we go. So I'm pushing that through. Okay, so now that that's on there, now I can take these screws and screw them into this deal. Probably, and this is actually a Allen wrench or an Allen head screw. So I almost made a grave mistake, which I'm sure I'll overlay in the video in post on this one. The silver screws are not the ones that are supposed to secure the grip to the base. It's actually the black ones. That's why you have 3 of them, and that's why there's 3 holes. Makes 100% of sense. Totally missed that I had a 4th one here. These silver ones are supposed to be for the base. But anyway, I got those screwed in there. They seem to be in there good. I don't think I'm going to have any issues. I'm going to go ahead and take this sleeve off here. And then, so it wants me to plug this grip into this slot here that has this kind of like off-white color to it. We can go ahead and just plug that in there. It also, okay, that's cool. It wants us to route it through this, okay? Need to really start reading these instructions a lot better. Okay. Give it slack there. All right. So you guys probably couldn't see that, but go ahead and route that through there. Okay. Pretty self-explanatory which way this goes. Goes on there like that. And each of these screws here gonna go to the bottom. All right, they're in. So just kind of get my first feel for what they feel like. Okay. As I said before, I'm coming from the T16000Ms to more kind of mid-range sticks here. High end for some people, to be honest. This is all anybody needs. Anything more is just, you know, you whale's gonna wail, right? So here, let's take the tape off. Oh, that's different. Okay. Yeah, that's way different. I mean, not bad. The way it springs back to center here. Way different than the T16000. And I think that's gonna be better. With the T16000s, I always felt like I was fighting the stick. I feel like I could move this and kind of keep it in. Yeah, this is better. This is, it's not even just that the build quality is better. That's a huge deal. And of course, I could still fine tune it by changing out the springs. I'll test these. If these work out fine, I probably won't change them out. But yeah, that feels really good. When you let go of the T16000, they snap back to the center, and you're fighting that when you're in combat. And so this is much better. I think I have much more of a fine-tuned control. The twist feels good. Twist is the same way. It just slowly goes back to center, which is really nice. And of course, again, you can customize this. You can, I'm guessing the higher the poundage, snappier will be back to center. So if you do prefer it snapping back to center quicker, but my personal feeling is that I don't want it to snap back to center because I'm no longer fighting it. I'm just moving it. Next part of the quick setup guide is to plug in the USB cable, calibrate it, which I'm not really going to go over this. I'll do this actually live on stream. Move all the axes to their extreme limits. Yeah, just to calibrate it. Okay, cool. So that's cool. That is the assembly process for one of the sticks. I am going to go ahead and set up the second one. All right, boys. So now we're ready for my final thoughts. I'm gonna try and do this unscripted because writing a whole script for this is just gonna take like way too long. So my final thoughts are that the build quality is really good. From what I can tell with these grips, the plastic quality doesn't seem like it's on par with the Verpals. And remember, you're gonna get these same sticks with the gunfighters. However, it's just appears to be just the finish of the plastic. The thickness of it seems great. Like I have no worries about the longevity of these. The base is great and heavy. I'm moving these on here and we're not moving at all. Love the sound of the triggers. Even these other ones I may have mentioned before that they don't seem as satisfied. No, they're great. They're great. The pinky button is a little bit weird, but that's just kind of an ergonomic thing. That's just for me. It seems like it's in a great place, but I'm just not used to hitting a button here. Kind of same with the thumb hats as well. Should have turned the volume down on that. Yeah, no, build quality is great. Love all the buttons and everything. The ergonomics are good. I would say this, that if your hands are bigger than mine, you might have an issue with the size of these. These just seem like they're perfect for my hands. If your hands are smaller, I don't think you'll have any types of problems at all. But I can imagine if you have pretty big hands, and you guys probably know who you are, maybe I'll do some sort of a measurement or something with my hands right here real quick. I'll measure that in post and display that overlaid. Then you might have an issue with the ergonomics, with your hands being kind of cramped. I'm not cramped at all. It's great. I love it. I would say I have medium to large size hands, but nothing crazy. As far as future content for these sticks, I am pretty much going to immediately after this, I don't know if I'm going to finish editing the video or just hop right on. I want to go live and set these up with you guys live. So I'm not 100% sure if you're going to, if I'm going to do that right after this, or if I'm going to edit the whole video and release this before I go live. But we'll have to see. But yeah, so make sure you guys head over to Twitch, follow me, Subliminals TV on Twitch. The link is down in the description. Come and hang out, ask me any questions about these sticks if you have them. Yeah, so you guys can head over and get those impressions from me there. Any questions, or just go with me through the setup process of getting these dialed in. The next thing coming after that, of course, is going to be a full review of these. I'm gonna need a couple weeks, like I said, to actually get these set up and dialed in. So stay tuned for the full review. Then I'm also going to be releasing bindings. So me and Buzzkiller have gotten together. If you guys don't know of his channel, you should check him out on YouTube. I'll leave that down into the description as well. He makes bindings for the T16000s, Verpal, Alpha, and Delta grips that he publishes every patch for Star Citizen. So you guys make sure you check those out if you own any of those sticks. But I've partnered with him because I've been using his bindings for my T16000s since I bought them. And he gave me kind of a rough chart. I'm going to go ahead and plug it all in, dial it in within the next couple of weeks, and then we'll be ready to publish those every quarter. I'm probably going to put them on my website. He'll probably release his as well, the same way he does like on Twitter or something like that. So definitely stay tuned for that. I'm considering doing a review of the T16000s with a heavy comparison between these two. Not sure exactly when that'll be released, but I'm thinking about making a video like that. I think that could be pretty beneficial to some of you guys. Possibly, I might do some videos on the modifications that you could do to these, changing out the springs, changing out the hat switch, maybe a review like a year or so down the road of how these have held up since then. Also, we'll probably be actually more than likely be upgrading these to the gunfighters. I'm not sure if I can take this grip off of here, put it on the gunfighters. I'm not sure about that yet. I don't want to say that and have it not be something that's possible, or I may just purchase the more premium ones. And that's not to say that there's anything wrong with these. I want to upgrade them because I'm a content creator. I do this for a living, and I might as well have the best possible experience with the sticks. So those are my thoughts there so far. Really love these sticks just from the feeling that I have right now. I cannot wait to hop into the verse to do this. If you enjoy my channel, there are so many ways to support it, ranging from free options like Prime Gaming subscriptions and sending out for UEC in the verse, sub club subscriptions, merch, to more generous forms of support. head over to subliminalschannel.tv to learn how. Your support in all forms makes this channel possible. Even your viewership, liking, and subscribing goes a long way. To continue watching, here's a video I think you may like. Here's a video YouTube thinks you may like. And until next time, citizens, I'll see you in the verse.